Alright, here we go.
Maybe it was a hunter who had seized him.
I had to restart my computer because otherwise my drawing tablet wouldn't work, and that's no good. So I'm gonna restart it. Let's just act like nothing happened. But again, I'm gonna work on a animation, a new one, upcoming one. This is the wrong one. And yeah, I'm just gonna do that. Oh, what is going on? Stop it. There we go. There, I'm back again. Okay. Now, let's do this. Again, let's do this again, and properly this time. I'm trying this out though. I'm trying to chat rate. What you mean? Somebody chatted? When? Alright, well, anyways, let's get to it. I'm gonna start the music. And then I'm just gonna animate for the time being. So enjoy, come in and chat, I'll respond, and yeah. We just got a subscriber. Someone just subscribed to my channel. Someone just subscribed to my channel. I don't. I just got it. I thought like Eric Roos. He just subscribed to my channel. Thank you for subscribing. Holy shit, that made me very excited. I didn't think I was gonna hear that. Oh, anyway, carry on. Snap. Purely Panay just subscribed. I love saying these people's names, man. Just got another subscriber. I'm gonna do that every time. I can't help it. It's fun. I'm gonna do this every time. chat. It says it's from I Love Purple. 3 fire emojis. Yeah, yes sir. Yes sir. Fire. It's fire right now. Thank you for coming in. I Love Purple. Thank you for coming into the chat. Thank you for enjoy your stay in this live stream. I'm gonna be streaming for a little bit more, and then I'm gonna go after I finish this animation of this crow because I am hungry and I have not eaten lunch yet. So excited for this video to come. Yeah, hey, it's gonna come out. It's gonna come out this time. I mean, considering it's... Yeah, this is gonna come out. Definitely. I've been working on it today. I've only been working on one shot, though, so... It's gonna take some time, obviously, because I am a perfectionist by heart. That's just how I am sometimes. I'm trying to animate a crow right now. It looks more like a penguin, to be honest. It's gonna come out. I Love Purple. I couldn't animate. Has my thing been on this whole time? I don't know if you were able to hear me. But it is way too easy to mute this mic. But yeah, the point is, yeah, it's been a while. Not gonna lie, it does, but I love the fact that you sit next to the animators. Well, I mean, oh, you can hear me just fine? Okay. I love the fact that, well, yeah, I mean, that's the point, right? I'm supposed to animate my stories. I mean, I will say, a goal of mine, I would like to do like what Wenzy does, where he just has a bunch of animators making horror stories, because like it has to be an animation studio for Wenzy Entertainment, because how are they able to just bring out all these animation videos like daily? You know what I mean? Like, it's an animation studio. I would like to have an animation studio, or at least just have some collaborators. I would like to collaborate with some people. Animation thing. But yeah, I always animate my stories. And even if I got to that point, I would still animate my own stories. Because, I mean, that's the whole point. I wanted to animate people's stories. But I'm not gonna turn into those, like, people who use AI and try to, like, churn out dozens of videos every day, just lazily. No, like, the animations I put a lot of work into them, which is why my schedule is so inconsistent. Well, that and, again, life is very... I don't know if you can hear my brother in the background, but my brother's just having a time of his life right now. But anyway, yeah, I always animate my stories. And I know how to network. I mean, that's the thing about a horror animation channel. You have to network. Like, you need connections. Because, like, where are you going to get your stories from? You can't just get them out of the sky. You know what I mean? You need connections. You need to talk to people. Okay, let me stop stalling. I need to animate this. I? What do you mean by that? Do you mean you animate or that you tell stories? What do you mean by that? Oh, you know what I mean. Okay. Okay, great. But yeah, I mean, I've been going at this YouTube channel for like 6 years and I'm still just starting. I have some visions for this channel. Really. I do. I still do. Granted, it was hard because, again, life. But I still got visions for this channel, don't worry. I'm not gonna leave. Not forever. I always come back. You've probably seen it firsthand. I've always come back. But yeah, I apologize for taking all these breaks. They're not even breaks, they're just hiatuses. Ciao, son. Yeah. Yeah, he's alright. he's he's just very high strung. Very, very high strung. You sound like Chucky? I sound like Chucky? What? What do you mean by that? I don't sound like him. That's the first. I've never... No, I've never heard of anyone comparing my voice to Chucky. Oh my god. Anyways. Oh, and another thing. When you said I always come... Oh! I get it. That sounded kind of ominous, I'm not gonna lie. I always come back. I always come back. Yo, I could be like a... I could be a voice actor for like the next Chucky. Just put me in there. And another thing, I'm still learning lighting. Like, as you can see, if you've watched my videos for a long time, you know that I'm always trying to figure out lighting. Because, again, it breaks. It doesn't break necessarily, but it makes your art go from, like, good to, wow. You know what I mean? Like, for example, I'm giving a reflection, not so much a reflection, but like I'm adding like light shadow to this crow because the moon is over here. The moon is right here, so I'm thinking, oh yeah, there's gonna be a shadow of the moon. It's gonna be casting its light on the crow. So I should add this shadow. And it's just things like that, and I feel like it makes my animation so much better, you know? Because I could have just done it without the shadow, and I was going to, but then I got the idea and I was like, yeah. And I had to start all over, but it was worth it in my opinion. Because look at it. Well, he's here. Well, actually, I'm gonna have to change that because he's. Why would the light be there? I'd have to change that. I have to change the lighting. That's another thing. You can't just be lazy with lighting, man. If somebody moves, you're gonna have to make the lighting move with it. Not to sound freaky, but you do have a nice voice. Oh, thank you. Seriously though, that is one of the nicest things someone's ever said to me. Because I get made fun of a lot for my voice. I'm speaking like this now because I'm calm. I'm not trying to be, you know, high strung. When I'm high strung, or if I'm talking normally, people make fun of my voice. Well, actually, people make fun of my. Yeah. Alright, and to the point where even I make fun of my voice. Because it's like everybody wishes they could be like Corpse Husband. Or Morgan Freeman. Have like this deep voice. This deep commanding voice. And it's like, I just don't have that. Oh my god. Oh Lord, my brother had a loaf of bread. Oh, it's a nice voice to hit. Thank you. I love purple. You're awesome, man. You're really awesome. Thank you. I remember yesterday, I went on Omegle, and one of those video chat websites, and that's where I feel like a lot of my insecurity came from. Those people are mean. Don't ever go on Omegle. I'm saying this like this is an announcement, public service announcement. Don't go on Omegle. If you value your self-esteem and confidence, don't go on Omegle, bro. People are so mean on there. So mean. If you value your confidence at all, don't do it. When I went on there, man, not just Omegle, but also like the Monkey app, don't go on that either. I went on there and I was just trying to look for someone to talk to, genuinely. I know, it's funny in hindsight. But, man, they'll probably call me that. That's what they didn't call me that, but they were pretty much about to. I went on there one time, two times I got called a black boy and a monkey. I got called that 2 times, and I only used it for like 10 minutes. And I remember another person called me mad ugly. And then most of them called me a nerd. It was just mean. And granted, those same people they weren't like mega like models either. Like just the fact that they have to do that to somebody, bro. It's just sad, you know? Like, why do people do that? But I mean, I've learned my lesson. I learned a valuable lesson from this. Don't go on stuff like that because people are mean. Not all people, of course, but at least the people who go on there, yeah. Online is not the way to go. You just gonna have to go on IRL. You just gonna have to. And it's scarier and probably harder, but it's worth it in my opinion. Success rate is higher. It's like one of those that investment thing. It's like a high risk, high reward kind of thing. So yeah, I'm gonna just keep doing that. Either they flash you or be rude. Come on. Exactly. They do that all the time. I didn't get flashed, thank God. But I feel like I was about to. Because I remember one of them was like, it was just a shot of this guy's pants. And I was like, oh no, not today. I'm not trying to be traumatized. Because, like, that's nasty. You know what I mean? And kids go on there. Kids go on those apps, man. So, like, you're gonna traumatize kids, bro. And exactly, come up with something new. Every time I meet a racist on there, they always say the same things, like monkey or same old things, you know what I mean? It's like, bro, can you just come up with something else, bro? There's only so many times you can make fun of me for eating chicken before it's like, whatever. And I'm not, like, it gets to the point where people are self-conscious, and I'm even self-conscious of eating chicken or watermelon because I can just hear the people saying, well, you know, stuff like that. But, like, at this point, I don't even care, dude. I just like chicken. Yes, I like chicken. Yes, I'm black. Yes, I like watermelon. There's nothing wrong with liking watermelon, man. I just embrace it. Because it's a good fruit, and it's my favorite fruit. I'm not gonna stop eating it. It's delicious. Love eating it. But you can't let these people get to you, man. I know, right? Life in the South ain't. It ain't. It ain't easy, bro. It really isn't. It ain't easy anywhere, really. But the South, especially. Like, keep in mind, like, you gotta understand, like, these were the Confederate States at one point. You still gotta keep that in mind. They were the Confederate States back then. You gotta keep that in mind. Just as a reminder. Hey, I love your videos. Hey, Mr. Golden Wizard. How you doing, man? Me and I Love Purple, we just chilling. We just chilling right now. I'm trying to animate a crow turning around, I guess. Alright. So what I'm gonna do, okay. The wings should be like the back. Yeah, we just chilling. Me and I Love Purple are just chilling. Glad you could join us. And I'm glad you love my videos. Thank you. I put a lot of work into them. But yeah, like I said, bro, it's just hard out there. It really is hard. Life is hard. But as long as you mingle with the right people, the people who have your same interests, maybe not your same opinions, but like your same goals in life, maybe some same opinions. As long as you orient yourself around those people who actually want to do nice for the world and respect you, you should be good. I don't like to hold on to any relationships just because. Like if you, no. Oh my gosh. Sometimes I don't like this option. I wish there was an option in Adobe Animate where it will tell you where a gap is in a line. Like let's say I drew this, right? I wish, and I was trying to like use the paint bucket. I wish there was like some sort of tool that would tell me where the gap is. Like I know the gap is right there. But what if, okay, but what if But what if it's like, you can't even see it, really? This human stuff is hard. I should have been born in toucan. Yeah, you would have been in those Fruit Loops commercials. Is that a way to live? You would have been in the Fruit Loops commercials. But I get what you mean. Yeah, like I'm saying, like there's lines. The paint bucket is so sensitive. I need to add the fur too. That's texture. For those of you who know the elements of art, that's texture. A toucan probably wouldn't be that bad. I mean, I don't really know what you would do as a toucan, but I got an idea. I'm just adding shadows for real. I should save this. I hadn't saved in a while. That really would have hurt me. Alright, watch this, bro. Yeah, that looks cool. I'm not gonna lie, that looks kind of cool. I'm not gonna do it all around, but I do need to add some shadow over here. Its head. Where's the gap? There's always a gap. This thing is so sensitive. If it's not clang clang shut, you can't paint anything. I wish there was a little bit more lenient on it, you know what I mean? I might have to fix that in the settings. But I don't know where it is. There we go. Now it's matching the lighting. That way I'm not just cheesing it. I actually changed the lighting so that it's more realistic. There we go. Shot complete. Finally. No, it's not. The shadow is gone. Forgot about the shadow. That won't look good. Ooh, Bard. Clang clang shut. You crack me up. Oh, yeah. Go, Bard. Hey, there, Bard. Hey. I'm Soupy Films. You know what I mean? That's my name. Wait, what color is this now? Oh, that's why. Okay, now I'm done. That took me what? Finally, I have finished the shot. That has took me what? 2 hours to make? Just one shot. play it back. That took me 2 hours, bro. I'm tired. I gotta eat something. Unfortunately, since I finished, I'm calling it quits over there. I'm calling it quits for this stream right now. Cause that took a long time, and I've been streaming for 2 hours already. I've met my quota. But yeah, you just got to see it. I Love Purple. You got to see it live yourself. Just finished a shot for an upcoming animation. It's a shot of a crow flying to a branch and then just looking at the sky. That's another thing. I've been trying to make some more dynamic shots instead of the old usual over the shoulder or like a wide shot. I want to try shots like this. Okay, so let's play back everything that we have so far. Alright, that's 28 seconds. 28 seconds has been animated so far, out of 152. No, that sucks. I have a long way to go. But I'm glad I was able to start it live, and you're able to see me do it live, you know what I mean? So, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna get something to eat, because I'm very hungry. Extremely, in fact. So, I Love Purple. I'll see you another time. I'm going to... I might stream tomorrow. Same time. Bye, I love. Wait, before you go, I just want to tell you when I'm going to stream. I might stream tomorrow at the same time, like 2 to 3 p.m. So, if you want to, check back in for the whole stream, I would love to have you. You know what I mean? So, tomorrow, 2 to 3, I might stream again. I probably will stream. If I'm gonna work on this, I'd want to stream it. So just look out for tomorrow. I'll be streaming sometime that day, most likely in the afternoon. And yeah, this is just my first stream to try it out, and it's worked. It's done great results. I like it a lot. So I'm gonna go. See you tomorrow. Bye, I Love Purple. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for coming in too, Mr. Golden Wizard. Thank you for coming in. And yeah, bye. You said a lot? Yeah. You're very committed, bro. I'm not gonna let you down, bro. I'm not gonna let you down. Alright. Bye, everyone.